Hello and welcome back to my channel. So if you haven't been here before, my name is Kavina and basically I go shopping and then tell you guys all about it. So that's exactly what I've done today. I've done another Aldi shop, which is a grocery store here in Canberra, Australia. I think they have Aldis in other countries. I'm pretty sure there's some places in Europe and the US I think that have them. So these are the prices as at late December. I couldn't remember when it was. Late December 2019 in Canberra, Australia, like I said. So if you are not familiar with Aldi and this is the first time you are hearing of this magical place, it's where I buy all of my cheap groceries. So we have the two other main chains, or three other I suppose, are we've got IGA, which is not like the IGA in Canada or the US, and we also have Coles and Woolworths. So those two are, Coles and Woolworths are pretty popular. I would say they're the ones that are most frequented in Australia. Watch all the Aldi shoppers are gonna be like, no, people go to Aldi, but I feel like most people when they go grocery shopping they tend to go to Coles or Woolies, but I pretty much go to Aldi almost exclusively because of two reasons. One, they do tend to have either no-name brands or Aldi brands that are on the cheaper side, so everything tends to be about 10 to 50 cents cheaper, which, as you all know, can add up, and that's why I like it. But they also have what's called special buys, so twice a week through the handy dandy app, which I highly recommend which I highly recommend downloading. Basically, they have like different things that go on special each week, so I love it because it just seems to read my mind and always has things I want to pick up. And so there's things like as random as like camping furniture or stuff that you need for your garden or school supplies. I'm trying to think of like random, like looking around my kitchen trying to think of things I've gotten, like baking, cupcake makers and holders and aprons, like just really random, anything goes really. Like it doesn't necessarily need to be something you'd normally buy at a grocery store. And so they end up being like really great prices for the most part, and so I tend to just look at that and basically use that as my like life cheap is my like way to pick up stuff that I need cheaply in life. So today we saw on the app that they had large garden beds. So I'm going to attempt to lift this with my super strength. If you've not been here before, I have no strength. I'm like morally opposed to sweating and exercise. So let me attempt to lift this several kilo box. So large garden bed, and if I can show you the picture. So we are building a bunch of like vegetable gardens, and so because the clay soil here in Australia is not conducive to us just, you know, putting a nice layer of soil on the ground, we need to have raised garden beds so we can put a bunch of soil, because we tried learning the hard way and tried planting carrots, and they like grew like this much because it couldn't make it past the clay. So we had we had L-shaped carrots. It was quite amusing. So we bought two sets of these large garden beds, and we got those on sale for $40 each. So they're, you know, big enough to fit me inside them. So the box is pretty much nearly as tall as me. It goes up to like chest level here. And so $40 I think was the extra on sale price, because I think they're advertised as $59.99 if I recall correctly from the app. But the best thing about the special buys is if they have too many and they don't sell or don't sell as quickly as they like and they need the space, they discount them even further. So $40 for these two giant garden beds, which are pretty much going to like cover 2.5 meters of our garden. Pretty good. So those I got for, like I said, $40 each. So that's 80 bucks of this $150 haul. So that's halfway done through the haul. Then I got milk for my husband. So I have the camera sitting on top of the milk. Let me grab other milk. we buy long life milk from Aldi. So this is a box of 6. So each individual 1 liter thing in here is 99 cents. And so we get, whenever I pick up milk, I pick up like several boxes. And so I bought, I'm pretty sure 4 boxes of these, if I recall correctly. So 24 liters of milk. And that was a total of $23.76. So $23.76 for 24 liters of milk. That will last us like a couple months. So that's pretty good. So I'm very happy with the price of milk there. Then my husband got some light mayo, and that was $2.39. That's for 475 kilograms, 475 grams. So that will last quite a long time for us. That's probably a year's worth of sandwich mayo right there. We then were slightly delirious, and if you can't tell from my weird, I guess it isn't a weird outfit, but what you don't know is that I couldn't find anything that was like airy enough to wear outside, because it's currently like 36 degrees in my house. It's 40 degrees Celsius outside. It's so hot, and so I just put on like the loosest shirt that I could come up with this sports bra underneath, and I was like, oh, whatever, people show like their sports bra all the time, like it doesn't matter that I'm like just like, you know, barely clothed. But my shirt is inside out, so not only did I look like a hobo that couldn't like get dressed properly, I have an inside out shirt, and I went to the shops with my hair on top of my head like this, like literally pointing out like that, because when I was at home I literally just put my hair up and pushed it all forward to get it off my neck, because it's like wearing a scarf in this weather. So I went to the grocery store like this. I was at the checkout, and like it just suddenly became like aware the guy at the cash register staring at me, and so I was like, I put my hand up like this and was like, oh, and realized what was wrong. And so I was really self-conscious, and I was like, I'm gonna take off my clip, and I put it back down and tried to look normal. And then I realized that my shirt was inside out at the cash register as well. So I was like, I must look so crazy right now. So that is what 38 to 45 degree weather does to you. We don't have air conditioning in my house, and so that's coming in January. So we were in the grocery store trying to delay coming out of the grocery store, because that would be the last of the air conditioning. So we wandered down and just started picking up random things. And so in terms of random things, we got some lime chili flavored peanuts. I don't know. So the lime chili flavored peanuts were unknown. Oh, flavored peanuts, $2.49. So my husband will eat those. I don't know. He was just, I think he and I were both just delirious, and so he was just picking up random stuff. He also got chicken and garlic aioli flavored chips. And so those were $2.29. Then he literally said that he was sweating, and so he was like, I'll get some perspirant. And so he got one of these for $2.99. So this is the normal perspirant 48-hour coverage that he normally buys. He likes it, works pretty well for him. And like I said, we were just like killing time in the store trying to, you know, wander down the aisles really, really slowly. And so I eat these Oat Bars. If you've been here before, I have one every morning for breakfast. This is my breakfast. And so 6 of these bars for $2.29. And so I picked up 6 of these boxes. And then I'm gonna make some pesto pasta, and I want to put some Parmesan cheese on top. And so I got 2 of these bags, and they're $1.59 per bag, which for 100 grams of Parmesan, pretty decent. And then I think last but not least, I got some sweet and salty popcorn. If you've not had sweet and salty popcorn, I highly recommend it. It will change your life. It's so tasty. It's like everything that's good about caramel corn and everything that's good about regular like butter salted popcorn. Sweet and salty is the best. You like guarantee you eat this in one sitting. It's so delightful. All popcorn should be sweet and salty. And then my husband got a 6-pack of beer for $14.99. That's, I don't know how much beer normally costs, but I feel like that's pricey. But anyways, that's just me. So anyways, that is this Aldi haul for, like I said, it's the end of December. So if you're looking for any camping or garden needs, that's currently what's on sale at the Aldi special buys. So like I said, definitely recommend checking it out. I always get really, really good stuff. So I've always been a really, massive fan of all these special buys. And it's so convenient too, because on the app, if you download it on your phone for free, it tells you like what's coming up in terms of specials for the week up ahead. So the specials are on Wednesday and Saturday. And I've gotten all kinds of things. Like you can get luggage. I'm trying to think of what else I've gotten. Like blankets, pillows, towels. Like literally anything goes. Anything can be an Aldi special. I got a bicycle, an electric bicycle, which will be coming to a video, if not soon. It might already be up. So I did a review on the Aldi $999, so nearly $1,000, electric bike, which, spoiler alert, turned out to be utterly fantastic. So if you're like me and incredibly lazy but do actually like bike riding minus the effort, electric bike riding might be the way to go. So I started commuting to work, and that's saying a lot considering how little effort it involves, and it's saving me so much money. So yay to not spending money on petrol or gas, which is quite expensive here in Australia. I hope this is helpful for you. I always find it interesting watching what other people get for groceries. I'm one of those really nosy people at the conveyor belts. Is it called a conveyor belt? You know those, the belts when you're putting your groceries through for checkout? I always love seeing what people have in the checkout line. Like either one, I get ideas of what I should be buying, or two, it's just interesting, like when people just have like a really weird assortment. Like I said, I'm just very nosy, and I just find it really fascinating, which is why I like making these videos, because I just think it's interesting to see what people buy, because people do tend to buy like the same thing over and over. And so I always find it interesting what people have in the Aldi aisle in particular, because of the special buys, because you end up like with this eclectic mix. And I'm also one of those really, I like people watching, and I find it really interesting to see if there's ever any people like me. I put my groceries in order of the way I want to bag them at the end on the conveyor belt. So like I have like all the, like stuff going in my like freezer bag first, and then I have like heavy stuff, so it goes at the bottom of the bag, and I have like bread is always at the end of the conveyor belt to make sure it goes on top and just gets squished. So because I always just feel such pressure, like when I'm like, because at Aldi you have to bag your own bags, unlike Coles and Woolies where they either like help you do it or you do it with them, and so I always find it really stressful when they're just like pushing everything through in checkout, and you're just stuffing them into bags as fast as you can. So I put them in order of bagging on the conveyor belt. So, fun fact about me that I'm sure you did not need to know, but yeah, that's what I do. So, if you're one of those people, feel free to comment down below. If this is just an amusing fact and you think I'm super strange, feel free to like this video. And if you want to come back and see more, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you all next time. So, if you want to see more, I basically shop and then show you guys what I get. So, if you like that kind of thing, see you soon. Bye!